All right, so this video is about Neil deGrasse Tyson, astrophysicist. And this is not a video against Neil. I'm a big fan of Neil and Michio Kaku and many other scientists. As you will hear Neil say in many of his videos, that science and religion are not at odds with each other. He says the vast majority of scientists, 40%, I should say, are Christian, that he personally knows, which I think is pretty cool because a lot of atheists will claim that most Christians or that most scientists are not Christian. And Neil deGrasse Tyson is one of the most famous recent astrophysicists. He would have no reason to lie about it. And he claims in most of his videos, if you watch all of his videos, he claims that at least 30 to 40% of the scientists that in America are religious in some way, Christian. He also says that he personally knows scientists that are Christian. And what makes it great for them is that they leave, when they're doing science, they're doing science. When they're doing religion, they're doing religion. They keep it separate. And I agree, it should be separate. I don't think there is a conflict between science and religion. But I will say this, because I was asked this question the other day about Christianity and science or religion and science. And it reminded me of Neil. I've been watching Neil's videos for probably 20 years. Watched him on TV. Big fan of his. I respect him totally as a scientist. But when it comes to religion, I think, like most atheists, Neil is extremely ignorant. And if you watch his videos, he says he doesn't have the time or the energy to invest into religion, to any religion. But at the same time, I also think it's interesting that Neil will also denigrate Western religion, Christianity. On one hand, he says it's okay, but then in a lot of his videos, when he's speaking to people in the interview, he always refers to Western religion as compared to Eastern religion. I won't go into it. This was going to be a long video. I'll try to make it short. I think this will sum up the video nicely for me by watching this.
One of the great challenges in this world is knowing enough about a subject to think you're right, but not enough about the subject to know you're wrong.
To know you're wrong. He thinks he knows about religion. He says, one of his famous sayings that he says in every video for the past 10, 15, 20 years, even when he was a young man. Now, he claims to be an agnostic. I will add that. He does claim not to be an atheist, not to be a religious person of any religion. He claims to be an agnostic. But if you watch his videos, he's clearly an atheist. He clearly, in his videos, hates Christianity. He never says anything bad about any of the other religions. But he does specifically say Western religions and how Western people think, how religious people in the West think, quote. But anyways, I think Neil is extremely ignorant, like most atheists of the Bible. They don't know it. They've never read it. And it's not just Christianity. You could say Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, any religion of any time period. And people like Neil, and especially Neil, because he should be a very intellectual person, and he is when it comes to science, but when it comes to anything else, he's one of those people. He's extremely book smart, but when it comes to life, he's extremely dumb. So, and I'm not trying to insult Neil. I'm just saying the facts. Watch all of his videos, and like I say, I respect the man 100%. I love all his science videos. So, but when it comes to religion, he's ignorant. He doesn't know what he's talking about. One of the things he likes to say is, God is all good and God is all powerful, but then why is there flooding and tsunamis and earthquakes and not leprosy, but children born with different diseases and cancers and people getting killed and murder and crime and stuff like that, which clearly shows he doesn't know anything about religions, any religion around the world. He has no concept of it, no idea of it. He literally doesn't know Christianity or the Bible. And I think this video, when I seen this advertisement probably about 2 weeks ago, I seen this advertisement. Watch it one more time.
One of the great challenges in this world is knowing enough about a subject to think you're right, but not enough about the subject to know you're wrong.
To know you're wrong. And he doesn't know he's wrong because he doesn't know anything about Christianity or any religion. And I love this video. When I seen this video 2 weeks ago, I was thinking, oh man, I'm gonna slam Neil. I'm gonna make this big long compilation of all his videos for the past 20 years, showing him berating religion, all religions, especially Christianity. But then today I decided not to. There's no reason to. His videos speak for themselves. He's a good scientist, but like most atheists, he's a moron when it comes to religion. And that's just being blunt about it, being honest and being blunt. Like most atheists, they go by hearsay. They go by what they see on TV, what they see in the movies, what they see on YouTube, especially YouTube since 2006, 2007, with the rise of atheists coming on YouTube and these idiots on YouTube, especially the amazing atheist T.J. Kirk, Thunderfoot, Phil Mason, Armored Skeptic, Cosmic Skeptic, Jacqueline Glenn, Matt Dillahunty, Cult of Dusty, and many, many more. Ignorant people, idiots who know nothing about religion except through hearsay or something they've seen in South Park, some cartoon on TV. You know, they know nothing about religion. And I think this advertisement that Neil did, and this is an advertisement for Scientific Thinking and Communication, official trailer. And it really sums it up for atheists. They think they know. They think they're experts. And they're not. They're idiots. They're morons. And that's fine. You can willingly be an idiot. But when you start attacking any religion and you don't have your facts straight because you don't know what you're talking about, then you show how stupid you are.
One of the great challenges in this world
is
knowing enough about a subject to think you're right.
To think you're right. You know a little bit about a subject and you think you know everything. You think you're right, but
not enough about the subject to know you're wrong.
But not enough about the subject to know that you're wrong. Which sums up atheism in a nutshell. Idiots and morons. And you know, what's a shame is that the information in modern times with the internet, the information is freely available. It doesn't cost you anything. You can go on the internet and learn about Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, 1,000 different religions, millions of different cults, ancient religions. You know, anything you can think of is right there for free on the internet. It doesn't cost you a penny. You know, and you can study it, you can learn it, even from an intellectual point of view, just to say, yes, I read it, I know the topic, I understand it, and now I can communicate with other people about it. I don't have to believe it. You know, I read the Quran. I know the Quran, but I'm not a Muslim. I've read the Hindu Vedas and the Quranic Hadiths. I've studied Buddhism and many different religions. I'm not Buddhist, I'm not Muslim, I'm not Hindu. But from an intellectual point of view, I can talk about it because I do know it. Which is something Neil can't do or can't say, just like most atheists, because they don't take the time to study it, to learn it, to be smart about it. And it's really pathetic. And I'm going to end this video one more time because this exemplifies atheism in a nutshell.
One of the great challenges in this world is knowing enough about a subject to think you're right,
To think you're right.
but not enough about the subject
To know you're wrong.
to know you're wrong.
To know you're wrong. Jacqueline Glenn, Matt Dillahunty, all the atheists, Richard Dawkins, Lawrence Krauss, many of them who make a pretty penny, make $1 on YouTube. But I can also say the other thing. I'll go ahead and finish this up. There are just as many people who claim to be Christian or Muslim or Hindu or Buddhist or whatever, and they don't even know their own religion. So it swings both ways. They know something about the topic, but they don't know enough about Buddhism to know the facts, or Hinduism or Islam or Christianity or whatever religion, whatever the topic may be when it comes to spirituality, religion. So it does go both ways. I'll end the video with saying, and I know this is never going to happen, but I invite Neil to contact me. I'd love to talk to Neil about religion, specifically Christianity, but we can talk about any religion, philosophy. I would say science, but I'm not an expert in science, so I'm not even going to claim to be able to talk about it at his level. But I'm sure Neil would never take me up on the offer to speak about religion, Christianity, the Bible, Judaism, the Torah, the Pentateuch, the Tanakh, whatever words you want to use, which is a shame. You know, and the vast resources. I know I keep saying I'm going to end the video, but I have to really drive home this point. Somebody is famous, and somebody who has the connections and the power and the money that Neil has, he could easily reach out to some of the most intellectual Jewish people, the intellectual Muslims or Christians or Hindus or whatever, and just from an intellectual point of view, learn what these religions are about, instead of just saying, well, if God is all powerful and God is all good, then why do I see floods in the world? And this is a 61-year-old man who's a famous astrophysicist, been around forever, and yet completely an imbecile when it comes to religion. So I'll go ahead and end the video here. And if you're an atheist, feel free to contact me. I'll talk to you. It doesn't have to be just Neil. I'm on Twitch. Try to be on every night. Most of the time I get on every other night. But I get on Twitch. I do live streams where I answer people's questions. I also have a Discord channel where we can do a chat, talk about the Bible or any religion, any spiritual topic. All right, so that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe and all that, whatever.